In this video, we're going to talk about PDD holdings because I am very, very bullish on this. I'm currently in a position and up about 25%. I want to share with you why I entered that position in the first place and why I think that there's a very good chance within the next 6 months between March, April, and May that we could see this breakout all the way up to $190. My name is Peter DiCarlo. I've been a full-time trader and investor for the past 11 years. I've grown my fund publicly to over $5.4 million in profits, and I trade entirely off of a simple two-step technical analysis system. It's not perfect. It's going to lose from time to time, of course, but this allows me to, number one, always know what I'm going to do, remain emotionally stable and controlled. I'm never worried about my positions or my portfolio, and more importantly, to bring a ton of consistency to my portfolio and my fund long term. Now let's talk about why I'm so bullish on this stock and why I entered a position. First and foremost, we're going to zoom out to a monthly time frame. This means that each and every single one of these candles represents 1 month of price action. So this is looking at the stock since it IPO'd back in 2018. We're not looking to day trade this. This is not anything short term. We're looking to hold this for multiple months. Now, if we actually take a look at our back-tested strategy, you're going to see that if we would have traded this over the past 7 years, we would have made a return of 164% with a 100% win rate and an average win of 29%, therefore an average return of 29%. Now, the first thing that a lot of people bring up when I show them a very simple system like this is, look, the buy and hold would have beaten your strategy. And you're completely right. But there are a lot of caveats to this first and foremost. Number one, buy and hold means, like it says, you never sell. You bought all the way back in 2018 and you did nothing. It also means that while the stock dumped back here in 2020 to 2022, nearly 90%, you also did nothing. And here's the thing, from a human nature standpoint, how many of you would realistically say that when the stock drops 90% that you would never sell? And in my opinion, there's no reason to even hold it that entire time. What we're trying to do with this system is only be in the stock during the most potent runs. So while the stock died 90%, we would have just taken our money and put it in something else, maybe AMD, which we would have made a 4,300% return on. My whole point is we were to take this money and put it into something else, which is exactly what we do. We're not just going to sit here and allow money to be dead while the stock is selling off aggressively. There's just simply no reason for it. Now, this macro strategy, as we said, only goes long when the monthly BX trender, which is the indicator at the bottom of your screen, turns green or closes over a constant value of 0. This means that there is macro buying pressure coming into the market, and in most cases, it's going to push the stock higher. Once it closes red, then we exit the position. Now, the most important thing here is closes. This only enters and exits at the start of a new month. So it needs to wait for the month to finish before it opens or closes that position. Now, personally, I don't trade just entirely off of this one strategy. I add multiple layers to this, but this is a very simple way that you can get started beating the market in most cases, or at least beating 90% of traders without having any headache at all. And if you want to get access to this indicator and learn every part of my trading strategy, the link to all of our courses and indicators are down in the description. Step 1, the BX trender will be there, and then you can learn and get access to the rest of the strategy and how to implement everything else that I do. Now, looking at PDD right now, you can see that we are currently meeting these requirements and that we are currently bullish. You will see here that price basically through all of September of 2024 to September of 2025 did nothing but compress sideways. If we draw a trend line right here, you'll see that price rejected each and every single time that we popped. And if we were to draw a trend line right here, you'll see that it bounced each and every single time that we were coming into that support. Now, what I need you to understand more than anything is what we spoke about a little bit earlier, is that what we're looking to do is not get the best price. It's not getting at the absolute bottom, is to trade only the most potent time frames that we possibly can. And so, yes, maybe we could have been buying at these lows in 2024, but if you notice, the stock really didn't do much for an entire year. But now that we're breaking out of this resistance level, now that there's monthly buying pressure coming into the stock, this is a very good sign that the breakout is going to happen. Now, as I said before, I am currently in this position. If you're a Discord community member of ours, you get access to our portal. You can go straight into the main fund, see all of my 31 open positions, and you can scroll down to PDD, which you can see we're currently in 1,000 shares at an average of $104. We're up 31.87%, and I'm up about $33,000 in profits so far. Now, the reason that I got in a little earlier than waiting for $119 is because of another indicator, which you can also get for free, called the market bias. Now, the market bias shows us the overall trend of a stock, and the monthly market bias specifically shows us when we are trading at a significant discount range. And when we're trading over it and it pulls back into the monthly bias, it's normally a really good indication that the stock is going to bounce. This is how I've been able to time each and every single bottom on the S&P 500 for basically the past decade. This here is why we were calling the bottom back in April when everyone was freaking out and worried. So this is why we ended up entering the position a little bit early. But like I said, you can learn that indicator and get access to that down in the description. So that brings us to where we are right now. This looks like price is going to break out. It looks like price is going to continue to expand to the upside going into the next 6 months, at least another 30%. And more importantly, you'll also see that on the volume profile, which is all these volume bars over here to the right side of your screen, which you can get access to right here next to the market bias indicator. When there's thin volume on the volume profile like this, it normally means that there's a very good chance that price is going to expand to the upside. And so there's very thin volume here, meaning that we could easily get that breakout, which lines up with our thesis as well. I hope that this video helped. Let me know down in the comment section if you think PDD is going to continue to break out or if you think that this is a dumb trade. I'd love to hear from you guys either way. As always, you can get access to all of our indicators down below, and I'll see you next time.